What's up, everyone? What up, what up, what up? One second, guys. Just want to make sure I've been able to read your comments. And then we'll get right started. In the meantime, just let me know where you guys are from and where you guys are watching. There we go. Alright. Cool. What up, what up, what up? Appreciate you guys. Poland. Cheers, Italy. Alright, guys. Let me know if I'm in or out the shot. I have a hard time with the internet. So what's up, everyone? It's Ed from Barstarzz, and today I'll be showing you my at-home planche training. So I did my conditioning workout earlier today. I did legs. I know some trolls don't find that hard to believe, but I did legs today. I waited a couple hours and I'm gonna practice the planche at home, and I thought it would be a good time to have an improv live so you guys can see how I train for it. Before I get started, we're having a Q&A session on the barstarzz BTX. If you guys already bought the barstarzz BTX, go to barstarzbtx.com. Log in and there'll be a Q&A section. Drop your question, I'll answer it very soon. I'll be making videos and it'll be a frequent thing. If you guys haven't checked out Barstarzz BTX, definitely go. It's the ultimate guide on starting calisthenics. And on Black Friday, we're having a Black Friday deal, 50% off everything on the website, www.barstarzz.com. Now, before I start the video, I want to let you know that I do not have the full planche. If that is the qualifying factor for you, then you should find someone that has the full planche. For me, I feel like I've gotten very far for my size, and that's what I bring that's very unique to the table. A lot of people that you see planche have very small legs or very slender legs, either through bad training or through genetics. It's not necessarily someone's fault if they have slender legs. Or they might be really small. So I feel like if you compare your body type to someone's body type who's genetically advantaged to learning the planche faster because of the way their limbs are set up, then maybe it might not work for you. Whereas me, I'm on the heavier side. I was 200 pounds earlier this year, and if you can relate more to me, maybe you might want to mimic my training and see how far you get the planche. Either way, hopefully you get some tips and you can move on from here. Cool, so the way I structure my planche training is I usually do the hardest exercises first. So for me, that'll be the planche push-up or 90-degree push-up. I also usually start on the floor first. Today I'll start with these, just because, like I said, I worked out earlier, so I'm not 100%. I also don't want the video to be an hour long. I'm trying to keep it down to 20 minutes. So I start with the hardest exercises, and I take really long rests. When you're trying to learn a skill, you want to have long rest. You don't want to burn out. That's for when you're working out, what you do is supersets. When you're trying to learn a skill, you want to do long rest, so you're able to fully exert yourself and be really pay attention to the technical aspects. So again, I start with the hardest exercise and I go to the easiest. Depending on where your level is, find the hardest exercise you're able to accomplish with good form and then work your way down from there. Your level might not be where my level is, and that's okay. It took me a couple years to build up to this, so again, it's a lifelong journey and it's a really hard move that's going to take you a while. For you guys who are not familiar with the planche, to make it short, it's a gymnastics movement where your arms are extended and your feet are off the ground. It puts a lot of pressure on your front shoulders and your chest, mainly. Glass of water. Alright, that's it. Let's get started. So again, I start first with the planche push-up. So now again, I take a full rest. So next time I approach this move, that I could fully do it. Instead of like if I were to go right now with 30 seconds, it'll look really bad. The form would be completely off, and it'll be more of an endurance workout than an actual strength workout. All right, read some of your comments since it's a long rest. What up, guys? What up, Brazil? What up, France? Stop making it look easy. I wish. I was actually pretty concerned that I was gonna be even able to do that, you know. It's a difficult move and I probably shouldn't train. Hello, Tunisia. Alright, so I feel like normally I think a 3-minute rest without really timing it, but because it's on live and I don't want to bore you guys, I try to speed it up and have a shorter and more intense exercise. So again, I still have strength to do planche push-ups, so I'll keep doing planche push-ups until I no longer have the strength to do that. And if you're not at this level, don't worry. If you stick to the video, I'll be showing regressions as I go down. So I start with the hardest and I go to the easiest. So as you guys see, I'm dying out. So now, the next time I approach my next exercise, it'll be the regression. Because I don't feel confident anymore that I'll be able to do the planche push-up. Are you cutting? Yeah, I'm cutting. Say my name. Sanchin, what up? What up, Miguel? Dykeman in the house. What up, strong boy? Thank you. Alright, so you guys are just tuning in. This is how I train for the planche when I'm at home. And I start from the hardest exercises to the easiest exercises. And I take long rest. So it's not superset killing myself. So now, I've done with the planche push-ups. I don't feel that I could confidently accomplish another decent rep. So the next exercise I'll do is the statics. Now for me, if it's a really good day, I'll work on the straddle. Today's not a good day for me, so I'm going to work on the tuck or the advance. You want to find a progression that you can hold with the perfect form, and then that's the one you'll be working. For me, it'll be the tuck or the advance now. And then I hold it for as long as I can, and I drop down. If I wanted to do a really long video, I usually stay stuck at this stage for a really long time, and I try to gather, let's say, a minute in tension, so a minute of time under tension where I'll be in the position. Whether I do that 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds at a time, until I get to 60. I won't be doing that today. I'll do it a couple more times so you guys can check it out. Sorry guys, the live cut off, I don't know why. Are we live again? Comment down in the box if you guys can see me. Are you guys able to see me? Are we live? We live? Okay, cool. Guys are live again. Alright, so if you guys just tune in, I did start off with the planche push-up, then I went to progression I could hold, which is the advance. Now I'm going to move on to the easier progression because I no longer feel confident I can hold the advanced planche, which would be the tuck. And that's the tuck planche. I don't train planche daily. I think if you really want to get the planche, you should train it. Maybe not daily, but at least 6 days a week. I don't train it. It's not my #1 priority. So I don't train the planche every day. If it was my #1 priority, I would. What up, what up? Congratulations on your first muscle up. Alright, if you want to start the planche, the first thing you should learn is the frog stand. Is when you open up your legs, put your knees, the elbows inside your knees, and then you lean forward so that your feet come off the ground. This is the very first progression. It's also known as the crow position in yoga. Break dancers have a name for it. I know it as the frog stand. And it's a very beginning level to get the pushing strength that you'll need. And yeah, once you're able to do that, then you move on to the tuck, the advance, the straddle. There's steps in between the advance and the straddle, but I didn't need them. If you did, you should look them up. I think it's the advanced tuck. And after that, you'll be able to go to the planche. Also drilling from handstand to planche. Alright, so again, the tuck. Can 25 pounds be used as parallettes? I've used them before, but they're round, so if they spin, it's not going to be good for you. So make sure they don't turn. How should I be breathing when I do my planche? You should control your breathing so it's a slow and controlled pace. Kind of you want to meditate in the position, you know? You don't want to be frantic and panicking that you're going to die. Which is it's a tough move, so you're going to feel like every fiber is working. But you want to keep that under breath. So again, I started with the full planche push-ups, advanced tuck, now I feel tired of the tuck. I can do it longer, but for the purpose of the video, I'll move on to the next exercise, which will be tuck planche push-ups. I find it's easier than holding the top isometric hold, but still more difficult than some of the other progressions I'll come after. So you go into the tuck position and then you pretty much do push-ups. If you're in New York City, every Saturday we meet up on Dyckman Street and Broadway Avenue at noon. There's a intersection right there across the street. There's a park. You walk in the park, 1 minute walking in the park, you see the bars. Is having the handstand down for the planche necessary? No, but having the handstand down definitely helps with your planche, because coming to a planche from a high position to the planche is much easier than pushing up from the ground. So if you're able to hold the handstand and then lower yourself down, you're going to have a much better time than trying to push up straight off the ground into a planche position. This exercise is good for which part of the body? It works your anterior delts, which is the front, and your chest, and it's working towards the planche and engages almost all your upper body muscles, but predominantly you're going to feel it right here in the front of your shoulder and your chest. All right, one more set of tuck planche push-ups. Do you have any tips to maintain the scapular protraction during the tuck planche push-ups? I think just really focus on getting it. Don't rush. If you rush, it's usually when you don't have attention to the form. Again, you should keep taking these long rests so you're able to really come into the movement fully rested and full energy, and really focusing on the technical aspects like the scapular protraction and keeping your arms out. What is the best time to practice such kind of exercise, please? Depends. I think the moment you could turn it into a habit. Whatever time you could fit exercise into your routine, whether you go to school, work, or with your kids, as long as you're able to hit that time consecutively so you get used to it, I think that's the best time to do it. For me, that's early morning. Alright, so I'm going to do, should I even do one more of the tuck, or you guys got it? You guys want to see one more of the tuck planche push-up, or you guys got the idea? Alright, so one more set of the tuck planche push-ups, and I'll move on to the next one. Cool. So again, you want to tuck your knees in, hands at the parallettes, and you push really hard, and then you push up and down. This was after the planche push-ups at the beginning, and then after the isometric holds. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Alright, so again, we're working from the hardest exercise to the easiest. So we did the planche push-ups at the beginning, the isometric holds, starting with the advanced tuck to the regular tuck planche push-ups. Now I'll move on to the next one. It's pseudo push-ups. So that means the hands are going to be at your waist on the parallettes. I'll be leaning forward. At the very bottom, I'm going to lift my legs up into a bent arm planche. I'll put my feet back down and then raise back up to a regular push-up. Also, I have not done a rep scheme for this video. I've just been maxing out. Normally, I keep the rep scheme very low, like somewhere around 5 reps, just so I can make sure that it's the most difficult way I can do it. So if you're, let's say you're aiming for like tuck planche push-ups, if you just go crazy, you're gonna have shitty form. I think it's better you take your time and really execute it as perfectly as your body allows you to do it. What time should I have on the advanced tuck to go to straddle, bro? I think you have to test it out for yourself. Some people played around with 60 seconds. I know that's what some gymnastic coaches suggest. I've seen people who suggest 30 seconds, you're able to move on. I think the best bet, I think 30 seconds is a closer number, but you can really fill it out. I know people that can't hold the advance for 30 seconds and can straddle planche. So really that's only like a general rule, and it's not very specific to anyone. How do you get the bicep split? Do I have the bicep split? Alright, cool. So next exercise, what I was saying, the pseudo push-up, and at the bottom I'm gonna lift my feet up. Let me know if I'm still in the shot, guys, because I have the cell phones on tripods. Can't really tell. So hands on my waist. Forward, come down, lift up, back up. Come down, lift up, back up. Come down, lift up. It's tough. Shout out to New Zealand. If my back is weak, if I could do a frog stand but fall out, my knees aren't touching. You can't rush. You have to learn the frog stand, fully learn it. Then you can practice like the one leg frog stand. Then you can go to tuck. If you try to rush from frog stand to tuck, most people will be too weak to do it. Does the back lever help with the planche? On a very minimal level. I think it helps, but at a very minimal level. If I was at the park doing this, the back lever will be somewhere towards the end of the routine. The next progression after the tuck, so you'll do frog stand, one leg frog stand, tuck planche, the advanced tuck planche where your knees come out of your, let's say your ball shape, and your feet will be around your butt. Your back straight, arm straight. After that could be straddle. There's one in the middle, but I don't use it. I didn't need it. From the straddle, you can go to full. Can these be adjusted if you have a disability? Yes. Yes, you can use the resistance band to help you. I know sometimes. I don't use it often, but if I'm at the park, I would tie it up and put just my toes in the band, and then I'll get into planche position with a scapular protractor and arm straight. Cool, one more set of the pseudo push-ups with the lift off at the bottom. So here, down, up, down, up. Do pseudo planche push-ups help to do the planche? Yes, they do. You're a beast, thank you. Best planche exercise if applying the grease and groove method. How many sets per day, days a week? If you're using the grease and groove method, that means you're using 40% of what you're capable of. So I would do it as many times as possible. So if you're able to do it 100 times in a week, go for 100 times. If you're not able to, just whatever your schedule allows, because you're always only doing 40%. So you shouldn't burn out. Do I have a workout plan that starts calisthenics? Yes. barstarzz.com. For you guys who are just joining in, well, there's a new Q&A section. If you just log into barstarzz.com at the top corner, there's a Q&A section. I'm taking questions. I'm going to make a video exclusively for you guys and upload it soon. Also, we're having a Black Friday special, 50% off everything at www.barstarzz.com. You guys are firing off the questions. I'm sorry, the question is going too fast. Alright, so I'm going to do one more set of the exercise, then move on to the next one. I also still have energy to do more of that, but again, because I want to keep the video at a certain length, I'm not going to kill myself. Normally, this could probably last me an hour. Alright, so again, pseudo push-ups at the very bottom, I'm going to lift off. So here we go. Back up. Back up. Alright, some of you guys are coming in with questions that I've answered at the beginning of this video. If there's a way for you to scroll back, please do, because I can't answer all these questions, and I'd rather prefer to answer questions I just got. Can you do a demonstration between the progression between tuck and straddle? You caught me a little late in this video series, so no, I can't. If you scroll back, I did it. It's called the advanced tuck. So the tuck planche is when your knees are at your chest and your arms are extended. The advanced tuck, your knees would come out to about waist level and your feet would be right outside your butt. They'll look like this. And then tuck will be like this. So tuck, your back is rounded, and advanced tuck planche, your back is flat. That's the general rule to keep. Salute to the Czech Republic. Planche to handstand. Yes, we ship worldwide. www.barstarzz.com. We ship wherever you guys are at. Alright, so again, I keep moving on to the easier exercises. I work through the regression method. So last one was the pseudo push-up with the bent arm planche at the bottom. So now I'll just be doing just a pseudo push-up without lifting my feet up off the ground. So hands will be at your waist. And then down. Up. And those are pseudo push-ups. So the hands are at your waist. You really got to focus on that lean forward. So I see a common mistake where people just put their hands at their waist and they just crack them out like this. That's not the purpose of the exercise. If you want to work up to building the strength for the planche, you got to really focus on leaning forward. Like your body's collapsing forward. You should feel like there's very little weight on your legs. Saludos, Colombia. Once you master a move, do you still use the progressions? Yes. If you master the move, you still use the progressions. It helps you stay strong. And it's a way to, you can look at it as pyramiding. So you go from the hardest exercise to the next hardest, which I did with this video. I started the video with planche push-ups. Next I held the advanced tuck, then the tuck planche push-ups. Pseudo push-ups with the lift off at the bottom, and now regular pseudo push-ups. So I still use the progressions for exercise even once I learned it. How much body fat do I need to planche? I don't know. I don't think your body fat plays a part in it at all. I'm probably like around 16% body fat, and I have a good time training it. Alright, back to another set of pseudo push-ups. Is it the best exercise to learn planche? I showed a variety of exercises, and I think if you do them all, they could be the best planche exercises. You want to incorporate all the exercises together. Yes, you can do it without the parallettes. I said I was using parallettes because it is easier, and this is my second training today, so that's why I was using parallettes. I'll do the next time without parallettes. How long do you work out daily? Depends on my energy level. If I feel really energized, I'll have 2 sessions, but still an hour each. But regularly, if I don't feel energized or I'm busy, I do 1 session a day, 6 days a week. Does the rest time matter, or should I do the set when I'm ready for it? I would go, like I said earlier, you want to go for a long rest because you really want to focus on the skill and approaching the skill with full power. So if you're doing back to back to back or supersetting, you're not approaching the skill with full power, and you're just going to be more exhausted than anything. Like right now, I'm taking long rest and I still feel winded just because I'm doing exercise and I'm talking to you guys. Imagine if I was doing 2 exercises or just going straight back to back to back, you know? Alright, so I'm going to do the pseudo push-ups, again, without the parallettes. So you want to open your fingers as wide as possible, and you turn them to the side. This is more comfortable for me. If you could, some people could do it like this, but for me personally, it would hurt my wrist, and I think most people I know would hurt their wrist. So, hands at your waist. Again, you want to make sure like a line is coming straight up and down. Your wrist should line up with your waist, and then you lean forward, like you're taking the pressure off your feet, Once you're down, you go back up. Now I'm going to show you an example of what a bad pseudo push-up looks like. Don't do that. Really focus on every rep to lean forward, like you're coming off your toes. Alright guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Gonna end the video now.